Today we're going to talk about resistors, and the first thing you would need to know about resistors is how to actually read them. When you look at a resistor, you'll see that it has little bands of color on them, and those colors denote a numeric value, and there's a certain way you read them. For instance, the first band is your first number, the second one is your second number, but the third band is actually the number of zeros following that. Whereas like a gold or silver band is actually your percentage of accuracy, right? So like a gold would be 5% accurate to that resistance value, and silver would be 10% accurate. And as far as the color combination and bands go, let's start with just the numbers, all right? So 0 to 9, you have black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, gray, and white in that order. What those are your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9. If we have a resistor that by chance has a brown, a black, and then an orange, well, we have 1, 0, 3. So it's 10 followed by 3 zeros. So that gives us a 10K resistor. Something you might use often as pull-up resistors for buttons on your electronics and whatnot. So that's kind of what you're going to be looking at. Let's say we have the brown band first, a black one second, and then an orange one third. This one is going to be 1, 0, 3, and of course that's going to be our percentage offset. 103 is going to translate to our first digit, second digit, and then 3 zeros afterwards. So we have a 10K ohm, which is the same signal or a symbol you will see on your multimeter if you want to test it. And then that's what we use for a lot of buttons, a lot of pull-ups. So you'll attach this to your voltage source, and then on the other side of the button will be a ground. So when you hit it, then you have the allowance to pull that pin high or low depending on the state of that button. So a lot of controllers use that. If you open up an old Nintendo controller or SNES, it's the same thing. So it's not new magic science. This is bare bones basic for one of the reasons you might use this. Another thing would be, once we get really into the LED talk, is knowing how to select a resistor for the LEDs. For instance, if you have a 220 ohm resistor, let's go for that. So say we want 220, right? 2, 2, 0, right? Then we need to go 2. So it's black is 0, brown is 1, red is 2. So I'll go red. Next one's going to be red. And as far as zeros, I have 1 0 after that. Red, red, and then brown. And that's my 220 ohm resistor. What I did personally to learn this was to use the same color codes in my wiring harnesses for robotic projects, so that I would reiterate over and over and over until I memorized the resistor's value by doing just this, by setting my first wire as black, my second wire as brown, so on and so forth, until eventually I had it memorized there, which means I also had it memorized here. So try it out. Maybe it works for you. Maybe you have a different way. But good luck and have fun.